We got Patrice O'Neill in studio, taking advantage of the fact that Jimmy's been gone all week, so we made sure we got a bunch of Patrice O'Neill for you this week. Big Mama Prods, who's still waiting for Fame to call. I just asked him, has Fame called? Because the big special from Comedy Central was great. Everyone enjoyed it, and now they're buying the DVD. It did well. I don't know. You want to... You could go there if you want.
Can you hear this?
Yeah. And then your DVD was up on the charts. Did well.
Okay. I guess. I don't know what happens. But I'm trying to, ride whatever is going on.
Yeah.
People
ride
are nice.
The wave.
People are very nice, as I tell you that fucking much. People enjoyed it. It didn't get a lukewarm response. People enjoyed
they liked it. Yeah, people fucking really dug it.
And we got Pat Cooper coming in at 9. When Patrice entered the studio, I asked him about his Celtics. Like, I'm not all in with the NBA. I can't front. I'm starting to get really interested in the Knicks, obviously, because of the big trade.
Right.
So I think I'm going to be back in for the rest of the year, and then next year I think I'll have a lot more knowledge as far as the NBA goes. With that said, the Celtics made a big trade yesterday that I didn't even understand, and I don't really know.
I would call it a dumb trade. I wouldn't call it a big trade.
And then Danny Ainge was trending all over Twitter yesterday because everyone was outraged, going, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" Right? What did they do?
What?
Oh, now you're distracted. What happened?
Oh, it was showing bestsellers. I'm #1 on.
You didn't know that?
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com and comedy, #1 DVD.
I think
Elephant
I got
in the Room.
a lot of red savings.
Huh?
Slashes. A lot of slash marks.
Look at all them fucking stars.
And 21 used. What? It just came out.
Used?
So people are watching it and then reselling it.
Motherfucker, that's horrible.
What's going on?
What assholes.
21 used have sold. The thing's been out 3 days.
What is this
3 days.
used? Let's see the reviews. That's what I need that for my... Used, very good. I don't understand.
Oh, 21 are being sold. I see, okay.
Used?
That's smart if you think about it.
No, it's not. He's probably putting it on his Kaleidoscope and fucking...
Please tell me why this used...
Selling it.
It came out 2 days ago.
Because their aunt just nailed it.
They put it on their hard drives and shit.
They put it on their Mac or their iPad, right? Well, I guess you could do it.
They upload it to the Pirate Bay and then they return it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? It is pirated though.
Yeah.
Already.
Oh yeah.
I mean, pirated like the face is there. The whole thing is like it's there.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart though. You buy it. You upload it to your shit, and then you sell it to get a few bucks back. Sorry, but it's.
That's.
Who you apologizing to? Me?
It's pretty smart.
I didn't do it yourself. Where
yeah.
I have
you
a
got your
multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that has a fucking piracy department. I just took the money.
Yeah.
And and let it. I need more exposure than I need DVD sale monies. I need to fucking exist.
So it's not hurting you in the end.
Get some good product out there.
They want to get their money back. So I mean, I think Comedy Central has a department that makes sure.
Either way, it's #1. That's awesome for Patrice. But quickly, Patrice, this trade the Celtics made.
What do you want to know about it? It fucking sucks.
Well,
they got rid of Kendrick fucking Perkins, man, and they got rid of Here's who they got rid of. Okay, the main big guys are hurt, and I mean hurt and old. The two O'Neills, okay? So they got rid of Kendrick Perkins, who's just coming back from his knee injury, but he's getting better and better. And then they got rid of this other fucking Russian who was a serviceable, young, rebounding guy. And they got rid of their fucking their backup point guard, and Nate Robinson, who's a explosive, and they traded him for a mid-level fucking 4. And Jeff Green, no one lets go of young, threes who going to be a superstar. They're just too valuable. Who lets them go? It's something about Jeff Green that Oklahoma's like, nah, it ain't happening. He's just not a guy he's not a beast. He's just talented. He's a guy that probably wanted to do art, but he was 6'8". Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not doing basketball because he has other things. He probably likes to take
other
pictures
things he'd
and
rather
shit.
do.
Yeah,
no one's
and he's not
taking him seriously.
So basically, you went from a team that everyone in the league, okay, every single person who does basketball shit says the Celtics were in the top 3 teams to win the championship.
And like you said, they beat the Heat 3 times this year already.
They beat the Heat 3 times.
So why are you making any changes getting later in the season like this?
I was listening to Mike and Mike over here because I can't listen to the show no more because it's Sirius and XM don't come together. So
what do you mean? What do you got?
I got a Sirius radio.
So what? We got to get you the best of
XM.
XM.
Hook him up so he could get.
But that's what I'm trying to get is the best of XM, but I don't know how to get it. Like I don't know what to do.
How about we ask somebody and they hook Patrice up? Can we have that done?
Like all they have is XM.
Holy
It's
shit.
just. I mean, not X. I'm sorry. It's just
Sirius.
But
you need the best of XM package.
What is Patrice going to give to us? Oh, maybe coming in and doing the show.
So I don't know what's going on. Usually, I can come in here and go, you guys was talking about something earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I was listening to Mike and Mike, and basically they was like, well, maybe the Celtics are trending towards what's going on in their division, which is small ball. Like everybody's going to go to try to challenge the fucking Heat, but the Heat lost to the Celtics 3 times already because they have size. They just have bodies that just pound you, and then they also have guys that can score. Like what do they do? No one knows. Nobody who's a professional sports person has come up with a reason why Danny Ainge did this. They
just can't figure it out.
And the arrogance of him not saying, listen, I hear the feedback. I fucked up. Or here's why I did this. But what it seems to me is that he tanked the season. Like he said, we got to get young because we're too old. He doesn't believe that team was going to win, and he's trying to keep the Celtics from being the Cleveland Cavaliers. But who gives a shit? The Celtics didn't win a championship for 23 years, 86. So 2008, 22 years the Celtics went without winning a championship.
Wow.
So they can get one last shot to win and then gut the team for another 22 fucking years.
Right.
All of a sudden we're winners. This is what makes me sick about these fucking Boston teams and Boston fucking arrogance. They were losers. We don't come. Boston does not come from a tradition of many Super Bowls. In the last decade, the Patriots was good. The Sox are good. And now 2 years ago, the Celtics got good again. And the Bruins haven't been good forever. Okay? So cut the fucking shit with the we're winners. You're not fucking winners. I'm from there. You could say that shit to everybody else. We're competitive. I put us in the same category with Philly. Philly's not winners, but they fucking love sports.
Yep.
That's what Boston does. Sports fans. Great. Enjoy the fucking 3 Super Bowls. Why are you placing pressure to win now? Did you forget there's people who were born slaves and died and didn't see the fucking Red Sox ever win? There's people who lived full, healthy lives and died at 90.
And never saw it.
And never saw the fucking Red Sox win shit. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Patriots. We got beaten every Super Bowl we went in. Destroyed by the 85 Bears. Beat by the Green Bay Packers. We're not a special team. This run with Brady and Belichick. And this is what they're doing. Belichick's doing the same thing. Let's ship out the old gangsters, get these new guys in, and they fucking don't win. Mm-hmm. It's back to normal. Losing is normal for Boston. It's not fucking
right.
Winning is not normal.
Well, your Black Celtics fucked up.
They fucked up.
I mean, because a lot of people would say that the Heat are one of the teams to beat, obviously, and if you're already beating them 3 times, because of
the size,
right? Because the Heat aren't going to Boston and just they're trying really hard to win.
He just basically
they're not just going through the motions when they play the Celtics. Like some of these guys, some of these teams, they look at the schedule like, we could go through the motions a little bit for this team or whatever. But when they're playing the Celtics, it's a huge game. It's always televised and all that, and they beat them 3 times.
He gutted the season.
Yeah.
He gutted the season. Seriously.
It's weird.
He just said, fuck the season. Let's build for the future. What future?
I was reading Danny Ainge tweets yesterday because it was trending, and everyone was trying to figure it out.
Why would he?
No one had a real answer.
Why would he gut a season to rebuild for a team that hasn't won in 22 years? We have to think right now.
Why else did you get O'Neal? To win now.
Yeah, to have 5.
Granted, he's on the other side of his career, but still, he's got the experience and the huge fucking body. They got him to win now.
Oh, God. He's good for 1 quarter. That's all you need.
Oh, boy.
Is that what it's down to?
Patrice is so wrong. The 2000s were great for Boston sports, and the teams are
That's
so
what I
competitive.
said the last decade. The 2000s is this decade.
He didn't listen to you.
What the fuck you talking? It's 2011. I'm not talking about the decade of 2020. I'm talking about the last decade.
Kevin from Connecticut.
Kevin from Connecticut, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what you're talking about. You in Connecticut. You're on the fringe of enjoying New England sports, motherfucker. You're a could-be. You're in the tri-state.
Yeah, he could be a New York fan
You're a
easily.
New York fan. Shut the fuck up.
And people would accept that. That Connecticut
I'm fucking from there. From there. 86 was the last Celtics win.
We'll give you Hartford. Hartford people are Boston fans for the most part. But the rest of Connecticut could go either way, man.
You better get that Whalers back before.
Kevin could be walking around with a Knicks jersey and no one would question
Yeah, like,
it.
what is he talking about? It's like they won in 2000. They won 3 Super Bowls, okay, which was tremendous.
Huge.
But that one that they beat the fucking the Rams. When they beat the Rams, that was enough for me. The other 2 was like icing.
Yeah.
The icing. Like, that was amazing that they won. I can't believe I was alive to see the Patriots win. They won in 99 or 2000, one of the 2. And they had a great decade, really competitive. No, but you don't forget we stunk. Don't forget that Boston stunk on every level. There's been one, like there was a good Bruins team, but the other teams weren't good. And the Red Sox stunk until this fucking, this prodigy comes in and this Theo Epstein comes in and fucking changes the entire culture. They had to get a fucking savant. Mm-hmm. Some 10-year-old GM. They had to experiment with shit that, like from the movies. That's a movie thing.
He's right. How old was he? He's
like 20.
He's now a little older. He's been around a while.
He's not old. Put it this way.
He's still not old enough to be.
He is, because I'm getting older. So that means he's the same exact age he was. If I'm 80, he'll only be 40. Like, he's a fucking savant.
He was very young when
he won the
over.
fucking 2 World Series, man. Be happy. Do you understand how much the Celtics...
28 when he was hired. Wow.
Do you understand that? That's what we needed.
He's 37
That's some
now.
shit.
Okay.
You know what hiring a 28-year-old fucking general manager is?
That's crazy.
That's somebody went, might as well, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Hey.
We tried everything else.
Might as well.
Kevin from Connecticut's on the line. Wants to defend himself. Kevin, what town in Connecticut? We've never asked you that.
I'm in North Central, but I'm originally from Dorchester, Patrice.
Yeah, but Savin Hill or something. We don't like each other. Don't fucking say we're from the same places. You're probably from fucking D Street Projects or something. White boy couldn't drive through your neighborhood. Go ahead, Quincy.
I told you where I was from. You wouldn't believe me.
Go ahead.
Right behind Dorchester High School.
Yeah, well, you was there when what? You must be old, because you was there before the great Negro migration. Do you know there's synagogues where I live with fucking weeds and shit growing because the Jews just bounced the fuck out of there? Like, I'm trying to fucking tell me about Boston. So you probably know Kevin White or something like that.
When did Whitey bounce?
The weeds.
What year did Whitey bounce, Patrice?
That's actually my name, Patrice, Kevin White, believe it or not.
He knows Kevin White, the fucking he was like the who was the mayor that was in New York for years? The famous mayor, Koch.
Ed Koch.
Ed Koch. He was Kevin White was the Koch of fucking Boston. He didn't go nowhere. This guy's older. Kevin from Connecticut is telling his age.
25. I've been down here since we moved out here in 1990. So, I mean, I grew up in Boston, and I'll tell you something about Boston sports, too.
Okay.
The Red Sox are favored to win the East. The Bruins are doing better than they've done in years and years. Philadelphia was just a little bit more powerful last year. They haven't won since '72. That's fine.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Kevin. Here's my point. My point is not, we're not disagreeing.
All that doesn't matter unless you got the championship.
I'm saying that right now, Boston sports fans are very, very, we're not historically humble. It's like
right now it's like, hey,
we've been
winners.
winning. We've been a winning sports town for 10 years. Mm-hmm. Oh, not even including the Celtics. Don't forget the Celtics. Until they just imported this team, and we won in 2008, and we possibly could have had one in 2010, 11. But don't forget, we stunk until 2000, until we came back from a 3-0 deficit to the Yankees. If the Yankees could have fucking won one game, we'd still stink. And we had to do the same thing with Cleveland.
The trend seems to be that you buy these or you get these superstars and you win championships. The Celtics did it in Norway. Red Sox did this year. Got two really great players to put, everybody the East. Matter of fact, to win the AL.
Because it is Theo Epstein. He changed the idea of the Red Sox. They talk about the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry. It wasn't a rivalry until.
I never mentioned the Yankees.
But I'm saying in terms of.
Oh, wow. Then you're not from Boston.
No, I'm talking about in terms of New England sports. If you're going to be a fair person, you got to understand that the Patriots, the Red Sox, the Bruins, and for 22 years the Celtics didn't win.
Why not? We had 6 championships in the 2000s, and we're still.
I'm giving credit for that.
He said in the 2000s.
I'm giving credit for the 2000s that we don't have tradition yet. The Steelers just lost their first Super Bowl yesterday. Like they win. There's a tradition. The Lakers have a tradition right now. They've been winning since 95 or 90. Wait, 2000. What's going on?
That's him on the phone.
Is that Kevin from Connecticut?
Yeah, he's on the phone with you.
He looked like a Boston guy too. Look at him. Goddamn. Arch enemies and shit from fucking Boston. But I'm not disagreeing with you, dude. I'm telling you, it's just let's be happy with and it goes back to Danny Ainge's fuck up. He's thinking of the future, but he shouldn't be. The future's right this second. We should have.
Isn't it good enough that we have these guys like Theo Epstein and Danny Ainge and Cam Neely, doing the right things, making the right moves for the future? I think it is.
I think if you got a team that can win right this second, you go with it. Then you deal with it because you're not promised anything. Look at the Miami Heat; they're just normal. This team was supposed to be a super team, but someone made a point. I think it was Kevin Bouchard. He's a basketball guy. He goes, every single basketball team that ever won was like the Miami Heat. They had 3 superstars. Every team.
I heard that argument the other day.
Yeah, it's like this is not new. It's like it's not a new thing to have 3 superstars because people want to win now. Jordan didn't win till 8 years in. You think that was a plan? Like he wanted to win now. People want to win a championship, man. And the Celtics had a chance, and now they don't because they got rid of their youngest, best defending big man. They just gutted their team, man. I think it was a stupid move, but hindsight's 2020. Maybe Danny Ainge is a genius and nobody fucking knows about it. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
All right.
Perkins' knees are shit. They're shit. He's done.
Fuck.
All right, Kev. Thank you, sir.
I'm upset with this. I'm upset with this deal, man.
With obviously.
I'm upset with it, man.
Obviously.
I'm not happy with it, man.
So
I couldn't believe they did that. Not for who they got. What did they do? What did they do? Knicks did what they had to do. I would have mortgaged the entire future to get Carmelo and what's his name on the same team, man, Amari. That was a great move.
I was talking about the Knicks trade with somebody, and they're saying that Chauncey doesn't want to be in New York. Is that true?
Chauncey's he's from Denver. His whole family's in Denver.
So he's really bummed at this trade.
Thing, yeah.
He's not excited like Carmelo.
No, because this is business for Chauncey. He's not all flipped out. And I'm not sure
he's a great
Carmelo's
player,
like
man.
all that tripped out. This is pros. One thing.
Why wouldn't they want to be in New York?
Well, look
playing at the Garden.
The guy that got with the jersey, his was missing out of basketball right now. And I guess somebody can say that about anything, where you hear people complain. But the happy to be there thing.
Oh yeah,
it's just gone.
Bullshit.
It's like you think about like you dream to play in the NBA, but it's almost like some of these guys are anointed at an early age, man. That they're gonna be playing in the NBA. And that whole thing of like, I don't want to play there. It's like, oh shit.
Really?
Like it's like Carmelo, to me, he's a scoring machine anyway, but I'm not too sure I think he just wanted to bounce out of Denver. And there's a lot of speculation that it was because his wife didn't like Denver. So he's just like, all right, bitch.
She's a big star too.
She's not a big star, but
she's the MTV broad.
Okay, she's a big star.
Which one?
I guess. Lala Vasquez,
She does a lot of the reunion shows.
Right.
She's the Lala.
But
God.
Lala.
The word is that she wanted to move, but they got this coming home thing. But I think Carmelo's probably a LA guy, and I think he's a second guy. I think he's good here because I think Carmelo has the one talent, the number one guy talent. But I think Amari has a #1 guy attitude. He's a beast. And I mean, look, man, I would have traded to get him.
And Chauncey's just going with
Chauncey might. He's older. He wants to.
No, he's got a couple of years left in him.
He doesn't want to shit around. He wants to probably be backup too at this point. Like he wants to probably play 20 minutes, and then have another guy play the rest. He's just old and his family's from Denver. He loves Colorado. Mm-hmm. He went to Colorado. He fucking wanted to get traded to Denver. He was very happy there. I think he likes George Karl because George Karl's a old-time coach who lets him. He coaches through like he's a point guard that is a coaches on the floor. He's an old school player, but now, you know, he's with D'Antoni. He doesn't preach anything. He runs.
Right.
Then Chauncey's 40.
Then the Nets got this guy, and he's already saying, "I don't want to be here."
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Holding up the Nets jersey, but he's saying, "I don't know if I want to be a Net."
This fucking gangster Mozgov.
Yeah. The Russian guy.
He's gonna try to fucking gangster his way through the
Russian mobster.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a billionaire.
A billionaire
with
mobster.
No personality.
A billionaire Russian. Let me not say he's a mobster, but a billionaire Russian.
That doesn't even know basketball.
Who lived in Russia.
Right.
Yeah.
And survived. He's some kind of dangerous guy. So he's just like.
He still lives in Russia. He still loves
like
it.
Some billionaire
he could be
Russian.
anywhere.
How they make that money?
Come on, man.
And he doesn't. He has
speculation. I don't know. I'm sorry, guy.
He has no personality to him. He's a weird dude.
It's just and he just buys people. But this guy's going to be gone next year.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be there.
He's another
hilarious.
one that gutted his team.
Basketball's fucked up.
I don't want to play here. Well, where do you want to play, motherfucker?
Right?
Yeah,
really. Tell us.
Like, what's your dream team, my friend? These guys are like, but I'm telling you, these old white dudes, man. There's one thing. People don't. That's what Boston helped me out with.
We got Stryker. He's a Denver guy, Colorado guy. Stryker.
Hey, morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, #1, Patrice, we need to get you back out here to the comedy clubs, man. I saw you once and you were great. I'd love to get you back out here.
I love that. I like Denver improv, man. Beautiful room.
Have you retired again? Where are you at? You were retired for 3 weeks. You came back out of retirement.
I was praying that the elephant in the room could get me retired again. But it remains to be seen. It's only a week.
Back in retirement, yeah. Nice.
I'm just hoping it gets me a fan, puts me in a few movies, and you know, I can't say, sir. I like to come back to Denver. I had a great time in Denver, though. I really did.
I was the show where you were hitting on that.
You like Colorado, right?
No.
You don't like Colorado? I thought you liked it when you used to go out there once in a while.
I hated Colorado.
I thought you liked it.
I had to go out there.
No, I understand why you went, but...
it was fucking freezing. It sucked.
Didn't we talk about...
Nothing to do. The bars close early.
Didn't you talk about, like, the type of house you could get out there? I thought you kind of...
Oh, no. I was like, I look at a lot of shitholes and think, the price of a house.
I got confused. I thought you actually
I could get a castle in a lot of those places, but, you get... Where you
I think that
for.
helped with Carmelo too, man. I think a young soldier, you just wake up in just the mountains and it's just like, man.
Yeah.
I love waking up in the fucking city, dude.
There's too much.
Garbage trucks don't bother me, man. You're just like,
no. I don't mind the car horns and the sirens and shit.
But I like Colorado though. I enjoy Colorado. I will say it's one of my favorite places, but I don't know.
I'd like to check it out someday. What do you got, Stryker?
Vacation, but
hey, Patrice is right. Lala Vasquez, or Velasquez, whatever the hell her fucking name is, she had the final say on this whole trade deal with Carmelo because there was talks of like 3 different cities him going to, and every time it was like, no. The only one she was interested in was coming back to New York.
God, her pussy must be magical.
I don't know. But,
why is he following her?
He's a young guy.
Magic pussy.
He's got to play in the end.
But she muscled him too. This is speculation though. This is from black websites. It's like she muscled him. She had a kid, and she's like, I want to get married, and the whole
she didn't look
thing,
like
man.
that on MTV.
Oh, she's like,
I heard she run the show, but
I bet her head gets going back and forth when she talks to him. I ain't living in no motherfucking.
Yep. I mean, she's a star too. She wants to go out there, and he probably just doesn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? He just wasn't because he wasn't married. They had a kid together. She was a baby's mama for a while. And then she put the foot on his neck, and he's like, "Okay, we'll get married." Then they had a reality show about her marriage, like preparing for the wedding on VH1. Now they got another reality show set up, and I think it was set up before they fucking even came to New York. That's the word.
What Chauncey is, even he was surprised when they started talking about him being traded. He's like, what the fuck?
Chauncey's a Denver guy.
I had no idea until
Chauncey is a Colorado dude, man.
I had no clue.
He left Detroit, and got a chance to come to Denver. Now they gutting Denver. George Karl's probably not going to last long. He's kind of sick. He's probably getting tired. He's looking tired. And, he's coaching all these fucking gangsters in Denver. Fucking.
That's got to suck for an old white coach.
I mean, to coach gangsters. He's coaching gangsters, man.
Because we were joking yesterday. George Karl's been around since the poor black guys.
The ABA, man.
Where they had to wear their tiny little white shorts and behave. And now they're all gangstered up with the neck tattoos. George Karl must be like, what? Where the fuck am I?
What's the white guy's name? The Birdman? He fucking has the most egregious tattoos I've ever seen. Like
which guy, man?
A Birdman.
And I forget his name too.
Chris
the Birdman Young.
Dude, his tattoos are just.
Let me see this guy.
It's just not right.
No.
Go to the newest one, dude.
What do you mean the newest one?
He got one that's Birdman Anderson. His name is Chris Anderson. That's what you got to put.
Mr. Anderson.
Please, just have patience to see this guy's tattoo.
It's Friday. We don't give a fuck.
Watch this guy's tattoo. His new tattoo.
He looks like he should be in prison.
Where's his new tattoo?
Birdman Anderson. It's on his neck. He has a new tattoo. It's a. Look at this guy's tattoo. Look at this shit.
No way.
Look at this shit.
It's a colorful thing.
It looks wonderful, though, because it's white skin. White skin is great for tattoos, but look how dumb he is.
But he made himself look like he's wearing a turtleneck all the time.
Yes,
that looks uncomfortable.
It fucking took away his chin.
Right. It's a huge tattoo that says free.
He looks off. It looks like he's in a neck brace.
Why the fuck would you do that? Are we getting too old to understand this shit?
No, you're not.
We have to be getting too old because the neck tattoo is all the rage. Like
he really looks like he's in a trauma collar.
Yes.
No one's thinking this tells you no one thinks about living to a certain age. Like you can just.
How the fuck do you do that?
Damn.
It's insane.
And what does the other side
Free
say?
bird.
He has free
bird tattooed on his neck.
And here's the thing. Can I say Chris
Anderson?
Chris Anderson is really just above a journeyman player.
Really?
So it's not like he's a super duper player where you can fuck your whole life up with tattoos and you'll be straight for the rest of your life.
Right. He might have to actually sell cars at some point.
He might have to go, hello, welcome to fucking Freebird coffee shop.
Freebird Motors.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with him?
That's crazy. I thought it would be a little thing. That's huge.
I'm really going to put my neck out for you.
That's what he
selling
used to look like?
This Toyota.
Before the neck tattoos?
What the fuck is that with it?
But he had
wings on his
bounced off he's a crazy kid. And George Karl he's just got these. But the Knicks players he got, biceps. Gallinari looked okay. Wilson Chandler looked okay last night, and Felton. They might have a better team situation in Denver now. Maybe not the superstar,
we'll see.
But they looked okay. Right. They looked okay. They blew the Celtics out.
We're gonna take a little break. We'll change gears certainly. Talk about other shit. What happened? Oh, Pat Cooper's here, so we'll get Pat Cooper in next. Turns out Patrice is a big fan of Mr. Cooper.
I love Pat Cooper with all my heart.
Good. We'll end the show with him. We got one more hour to go here. So Pat Cooper joins us next.
I know, right? What the hell?
Are you yelling, Pat?
All right, bro. Do me a favor. Sit up straight. You're not going to come to my house and just sit like that.
Sit up straight.
Good morning, Opie, Anthony. How are you? How's the baby?
Pat Cooper.
Thank you, Pat. The baby's fine.
Busting my balls, huh?
Yeah.
No, were you yelling?
What's happening?
Were you yelling down the hall? We got a full report. You were yelling.
How you, bro?
Jeez,
hello, man. Hi, Pat. How are you?
Hi, saying hi to Patrice O'Neill.
Hey, why don't you try?
Pat Cooper. Pat's putting his headphones on.
I don't know what.
With this fakakta thing.
Will somebody help this old man with the fucking headphones, please?
Don't call him old.
Jesus.
Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you, Paisan.
God bless. Nice. Thanks for having me on because I know the ratings were going down.
Yeah, that's what happens.
What the hell do I know?
And so we figured.
What am I? What am I?
The ratings are going down, and we figured we'd just get rid of all of them.
Okay.
There we go.
Ready to broadcast.
Ready for action, Pat Cooper.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you because I can't believe you guys are still here.
I know.
I say that with love. I don't know how people in this country with no talent get lucky.
It's amazing. What did they hire you as one of our bosses?
Anthony, you don't need anybody. You understand? You're holding them up all these years.
I know. What are you going to do?
What's new, Pat?
Pat, yeah, what are you up to, Pat? Come on.
I am up to here, and I got a call at 8 o'clock this morning to work a condo.
A condo?
Yes, I rather work in Germany with Hitler still around. A fucking condo.
Full of who? Who's going to be watching?
Now, in 2012,
Yeah.
not even in this year. So this is the shit that I'm down to at my age.
Can you explain the gig?
I'm not talking to you yet. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in 4 minutes.
We've gotten uppity over the years, Pat. I'm sorry. You work together.
Now I know why your friend North quit.
Norton quit.
As I miss him, he's a nice man. I just thought his 8x10, it sucks.
It does.
All these guys think they're good looking. I mean, you know, they got the hair coiffed and everything. He's a comic. Shut up, do your comedy. Forget about quaffing.
Quaffing.
That's Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah.
You did some time with him on Tough Crowd.
I don't know who this gentleman is. He touched me one more time, I'm going to knock him on his ass.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you think?
I'm a killer.
Even with your carpal tunnel, sir?
I'm a gay mixed martial arts. All right, let's get some order here.
Yeah, what the
tried. Now I'm just
All
going
right,
to eat.
all right. What's doing? How
You
you
need
eating
any-
while
you
I'm
need
talking?
anything?
Yeah.
You know, Opie, you got some pair of balls. You're eating while I'm talking. What
Yeah.
a pair
Well,
of balls.
You
What
need
am I coming
anything,
here for?
Pat? You need anything? You need some water? You
I don't want
some...
nothing but to get out of here fast.
Yeah,
Why did
believe
you
me.
move me from 8 to 9? What is this shit?
Well, we figured we could coast and let you just shine.
No, I don't want to
You be
shine
the
because
star.
you knocked out my sleeping pattern.
Yeah,
Can you,
believe
ask
me.
Pat, can you ask Pat how guys got famous back in his day?
Yeah, what happened?
Without Twitter.
How did guys get famous back in your day, without all this electronic media and Twitter and emails and sending out flyer things, electronic flyers? How did people get famous?
Because they're talented.
Oh, see, that's the part that's left
And
out.
let me tell you something. Without the electronic shit, 90% of them wouldn't get a fucking job.
Right.
And I'm telling you, you're one of them.
I know. Hey, Pat, I snuck in right under the wire. I got right in there
why
when
is
I
he
had
laughing?
to.
I don't care about yesterday, and I don't care about today.
What about
because
tomorrow?
it's over.
It's done?
For who?
It's done for me, and that's the end of it, and this is the last hurrah.
Well, if it's done for you, how come I'm seeing stories about you?
Well, because
And,
I got to, listen, I got to come here with something. I can't come here and hope to God that you ad-lib.
Yeah, it's a safe thing to do. Why'd you bring this schmuck along with
I
you?
need him because Jewish people in this business have what you call power. He's my only Jew that I know with power. And he's a good man, and he's a helpful man, and he's right there when you need him. And he's a good guy. And listen, I've had a lot of managers, a lot of agents. Thank God he's not one of them. But he's a good guy. And
You
I
ever
love
been,
him.
you
That's
ever,
Steve-
you ever been screwed over by a manager or agent over the years?
I had, I'd say about 6 or 7 managers, and I'd had about maybe 200 agents. I told you, I got called this morning, 8 o'clock, and all she's going to make is a $12 commission for 2012. That's when you know the country's fucked up.
What the fuck is that?
I told her I'd give her $20 fucking to leave me alone. And she turned it down because then I feel I'm not in show business. Look at this shit.
A condo?
Hey, it's work.
So what is it, the
So you took
clubhouse
it?
area?
It's 1,100 seater. It's like the Radio City Music Hall. It's wonderful. You know, I love doing the condos. They're nice people, but not 8 o'clock in the morning for
So it's like Mr.
2004.
Saturday Night kind
That's
of
the
thing?
third time
Yeah, I
he
guess so.
interrupted me.
You
One more
fucking like
time,
an old man guy?
One more time, I'm going to hate black people.
Oh my God! So do you go out there and go, "Hey Jim, what's with your fucking hair?"
You see, he wants
Oh,
to
my
be
God.
known. With a body like that, he can't miss.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe he's doing fucking Mr. Saturday Night
The man
shit.
is not in my fucking league. Does he understand?
I'm hurt.
Why are you hurt?
Cause it's like Pat's still relevant, man. He's not a...
You see, he's fighting for laughs. This whole show is a fucking laugh. How the hell could you fight for laughs?
We gave up.
Give me a fucking break.
We gave up fighting
Now
years
you're
ago.
going to go out today. Don't interrupt the star.
He's the quickest guy in the world.
Nobody come near me. No fucking body. Remember those words.
80-something. How old you know, Pat?
81.
I'll be 82 in July.
Yeah,
Fucking guy is the
I
sharpest.
keep track.
Jesus.
Keeps his, and that's why I think anger keeps you.
You should see him walk around the neighborhood.
See, they
You see how nice guys
they
whittle
put
away?
a stamp
He's
on my
81.
fucking talent. They go, well, he has an attitude. Oh,
I
I
didn't
don't
say
have
you had
talent. I'm not
attitude.
talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
You understand?
Sorry.
You know, I'm only bringing a point that I don't mean that disrespectful to you, but people say, well, you know what? See, Pat, you know why he lasted? He has an attitude. I said, what about fucking talent? When do I get fucking, you know,
But let's
hey,
be
he's
honest,
talent.
Pat, there
If he
is a little
interrupts
bit of
me one
anger.
more
It's a
fucking time,
little bit of anger
I'm going to
there.
move up to Harlem and pee on the people.
It's just, Pat, it's a little anger. And I think that keeps you.
It's not anger, it's called talent, you sick fuck. What's the matter with you?
I think all the
He's a
slobber.
lonely fucking man.
All the slobber coming out the side of your mouth, Pat, is
He's
not
praying.
just talented. That's not talented spit. It's a little bit of his
You think
anger.
there's some anger
He's
coming
praying
through?
toward Caroline's.
I am there March 10th.
He's going to be there next weekend, I think.
There you go.
Yeah. It's going to be there soon, Pat.
So you think it's all talent, no attitude? In there to balance.
It's all in one.
Yeah.
First of all, you got to have the confidence in yourself.
Right.
And don't listen to people who think they know comedy and don't belong in it. No disrespect to this
All
gentleman.
right,
of
then
course.
we have to ask you to
I
leave.
tell you, I got confidence, and if I didn't have confidence, I wouldn't last this far. And I'm 82. I
Sure.
hope this my buddy here will last 82 because it's not easy anymore. It really isn't.
No? Why is that?
Because of the bullshit.
No, because, well, you saw in today's paper, Rodriguez got $6 million tax write-off. All right? There are fucking poor people who can't eat, and this fucking guy's getting $6 million.
You know what I say? Good for him. He probably does his share on his income taxes, federal and state. He's got to go into a place and not pay $1,000 in taxes just to live in a fucking building. No, fuck them. Good. I'm glad he found a loophole.
That's the first thing he ever said that made a little sense. As long as I know Anthony doing this show, he never said anything that I remembered. That's the worst fucking thing he could ever say. He's going down with America next week.
He's all about that.
I respect yourself for doing that, man, but I'm going to tell you something. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Why?
I'm telling you, that's wrong. Any man that hits a baseball or catches a ball don't deserve a $6 million write-off.
Well,
I'll tell you who deserves it, the school teachers. That's who fucking deserves it.
Well, that's a talent, though. He's very talented.
He's not talented. He's a fucking ball
he is
player.
a
Give me a
bum.
fucking break.
But you don't think being a ball player
I
has
agree
some
with him.
talent?
No, I think it's
agree with him.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
You agree with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's wrong with you?
I'm disagreeing with Pat.
Agreeing with Pat.
I don't think
What's
it's
this world?
talented.
What's this world coming to?
Stickball. It's a kid's game.
Why?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why are we watching television while we're on the fucking air? Is this how bad the fucking show is? I'm watching a commercial with Drew Barry. I can't fucking believe
Barry. It's a commercial with Drew Barry.
this. Drew Barrymore selling lipstick.
Yeah.
I'd like to hock her for half an hour, then die.
Oh, really? Would you like that a little?
Well, I'm just making this up. I have erectional dysfunction so bad that my doctor has it also. So what does that mean?
There's nothing they could do about that.
I had a lady says to me about a week ago, she says, you want to go to bed with me? I said, honey, if I go to bed with you, I'm sleeping. She says, well, what, aren't I appealing? I said, bananas are appealing, honey.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
I cannot force myself to have a fucking heart attack to dip it in your fucking envelope.
Oh, shit.
And that's all it is to me.
That is a good
it's
new
a
word for
fucking
pussy. Is envelope.
No, black people call it a trim. I call it an envelope.
What black people?
Yes, there are black people still around.
Your horse driver?
I call it trim, sir.
All right, well, keep.
I've heard it called trim before.
Horse drive.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Get me on up to that brand new street they built 42nd.
So you don't want to risk a heart attack to get your nut off?
Can I ask you?
No?
Can I ask you?
This is why I'm glad I'm deaf.
Why would you want to risk it?
I
You
go
don't wanna
back with him. I go back with you. How many? A little while back.
A little
I mean,
while.
last
A little
time
bit,
I
a
saw
little
you.
bit, but,
I don't want to
I'm
upset you,
serious.
but these rat bastards don't want to say it behind your back and say you were a substitute today. So remember that.
No, they did. I know
He knows, Jimmy. You know,
we
miss little Jimmy Norton.
I gotta ask something about when you get to the place. Okay, when you get to the place where you're not having sex anymore, right? Where's the desire? Where's the sexual? What is it? What's it boiled up into now? Is it just like you look and go, oh, that's just, boy, I would. Back in the day, I would. Like, what keeps you going?
No, you want the truth or you want the bullshit?
No, I want truth.
I want to make tomorrow. That's my future. What else am I going to tell you? My thing, I've done it all. I've done everything I ever wanted to do.
Not even.
I opened fucking doors in this business, not comedically.
Right.
Although I was the first Italian to go out in the open and say I am Italian, but that's beside the point.
I opened Italians doors.
I opened doors because I told the rat bastards in my business that they're rat bastards.
Right.
And nobody had the balls to do it.
Right.
So remember that. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to kiss each other's ass. I never did that. And I never took away my dignity for no fucking body.
Ask you about pussy, Pat.
Pussy is over. When you had the best, it's downhill. There's no more. I listen to me. I watch a porno and I dance to it.
Hey, you ever mess with any stars? I know, like
no. I humped regular people who had regular fucking jobs.
Yes. No fucking.
No prima
donnas. The closest I came to a celebrity, a wonderful broad, she says to me, "You want to put what where?" And I didn't know what she was talking about, and I blew that.
Oh, shit.
Who was it?
So fuck pussy. It doesn't matter no more. That's all. The Kardashians, $65 million because they have an envelope between their legs.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? What the hell does it mean today? They don't have talent. It's bullshit. You make a porno. She made a porno, so they're making big money. I make a porno, they'll lock me up. They will lock me up.
Who is the funniest woman you've ever seen in your life?
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller?
Yeah.
Nobody like Phyllis Diller. What a wonderful lady. I tell you, not only that, great pianist, great everything. You know, we all look at stand-up comedy today as just stand-up comedy. There's no more genius anymore that we turn around and say, you know something? There's too many bad comics out there that are not having a system. They're one subject matter, either pussy, cock, dying, or rehab. I mean, Charlie Sheen got $1.5 million a week, all right, to be a rat bastard. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about a rat bastard that's going to be on television? Now they're going to punish him. They're going to stop him for 4 weeks. Who gives a fuck about this guy? What has he contributed but fucking anger?
Well, a lot of people are interested in it for some reason. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd rather play checkers.
What do you think about Joan Rivers? You ever like her?
I will say this about Joan Rivers. This is a talented lady. I don't like her personally, but that's beside the point. If you're talking about her talent, yes, but now she's getting on my fucking nerves.
Really?
Now she's on slides. She's on television. She's on radio. She's gone to walking. But she's such an unhappy lady.
That's what we said.
And she does not like to be told because she can't take it. She likes to give it. She can't take it. But I'll say this, she's a talented lady. That's it.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on her, and she just looks like she never stops. She's constantly on the go and didn't look very happy.
No.
Because when you cover your heart don't pump right. See, she thinks by changing her face, that's changing her. She's still a rat bastard, and that's what's going to happen. You can't hide rat bastard.
You can't have a rat bastardectomy.
I'm calling women rat bastards.
Rat bastard.
But she's a talented lady, and she's just... I really believe she's a lonely lady.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
The
but then again, who the fuck cares? I mean, she's doing great. She's going to make $90 million and drop dead like everybody else. What the fuck else is left?
Who was your comedy mentor, sir?
Oh, I had a lot of them.
Who'd you look up to?
I looked up to Milton Berle. I thought he was one of the great.
Who took you under their wing?
You're interrupting my fucking
flow.
About that. Why do you ask me a question, then you answer it?
Because I don't know, sir. There's a drop, and no disrespect, there's a drop of senility there that I have to check. I just have to make sure you're gonna go, because I did ask you a sex question, and you went on to sing the Star Spangled Banner. I'm saying, sir.
You're still interrupting him, though.
I'm sorry.
He's fuming over there.
Who took you under their
wing? You know
wing?
what kills me?
No.
back.
Here we go. Yeah, Pat.
You know what kills me?
What's that, Pat?
He's going to be part of my great show today.
Yeah.
Let him answer the question. He went with Milton Berle and
no, but I'm saying,
Shecky.
I should have said who took you under their
He was
wing.
getting there.
Jackie Gleason.
Gleason.
Yeah, I say
That's right there. Is right
guys
there.
like Henny Youngman, I love guys like Shecky Green and Jack Carter's. I grew up in that era. And, in fact, I was just watching a roast a couple of nights ago, and they were so fucking on the money. It was a different kind of quality in comedy. No disrespect to the people today. But today they had a purpose, and their purpose was to be funny. Today they're either looking for a series or they want to show you who can say fuck better than anybody. So there's no depth anymore. It's no fucking depth. It's just like anybody in their fucking business wants to be a comic. I'm getting drilled by a dentist because I want to talk to you about my jokes. Fuck you and your jokes. Fuck you and your drill. Fuck you and your dental. Fuck you, I ain't coming here no more. And I left. And I just goggled my throat and spit the shit out. That's it. Why don't they leave me the fuck? I don't tell a butcher how to butch. Don't tell me how to comic. I know my fucking craft. I've proven it over the fucking years. And what pisses the young comics around who say, well, he's still around. Fuck you. How's that grab you? And fuck you again. Go to Caroline's where you fucking belong. That's the end of your fucking career. I agree. I love it. I love it when they say, oh, Thursday, only Thursday he's coming. Fuck him if he never comes. Only Thursday, just because they got a big sign outside. What's his fucking name? That guy with Affleck. What's his name?
Oh, Gilbert.
Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah. Only Thursdays. I got emotional. Can you throw a next Friday in there for him? Can you give him an extra fucking Tuesday? Who the fuck cares? His fucking fame is he talks like a duck. What the fuck is that to you? I mean, I like a person, but he's a
cursing out Gilbert Godfrey.
What did he ever do to you?
Very unhappy.
Who, Gilbert?
Yeah. Very unhappy.
Really?
Trust me.
I think that
he's going to wind up in Caroline's. That's what's pissing him off.
I think that
Why
comes
is Gilbert
through.
unhappy?
In his act, I think
I
that
don't know
comes
Gilbert.
through.
I don't know Gilbert.
He seems like an unhappy
Gilbert doesn't
guy.
do our show.
But
why?
He's always been
it's just one of those.
He's been a Howard guy for years. So.
Oh, okay, whatever.
That's whatever. Yeah, that's what it
Pat
is.
Cooper is a fucking fountain of history, man.
I thought you were going to say of youth. I was going to say, what do you...
Who's the back in the day? Who was the funniest black guy? Who'd you respect? Who got the respect back then? Black guys.
I met Moms Mabley when she wasn't Moms Mabley. I met Red Fox when he wasn't Red Fox.
Right.
I met Richard Pryor, and in fact, I closed the roast. And if you ever get a chance, call the Friars. Let them give you a copy of that roast. He was there in a wheelchair. I mean, you look at a man that broke down barriers. I mean, and why did they have to say, well, what, he's black and he's breaking down? That's fucking bull. He's human. He broke down barriers. Why the hell do we put people in fucking sections?
Why
give
do you?
Me a break.
That's not something that was done by black people.
See, he brings back slavery. This fucking guy loves fucking slavery. Fucking bring back slavery.
He saw where you were going, Patrice.
He knows. He's been around way too long.
Agree with Pat here.
You can't sneak that past him.
Slavery.
Did you ever mentor a black person in the game?
Fucked a black person. What else? Why? I fuck anything when I was healthy and everything. I enjoy women.
No.
Why are you breaking my balls with the fucking thing?
No, did you mentor
Fuck
any black comedians?
The smartest black woman the other day when she said on television, I'm not an African American, I'm an American, was Whoopi Goldberg. And I said, if I meet Whoopi, I'm going to kiss her ass because that's a stand-up statement with this bullshit. I'm an African. I'm born in this fucking country. I'm not an Italian American. I'm an American. So cut the shit with that black crap out. It's over. Now get up there and tap dance for us. I finally woke up the dead. He's playing ping pong on the fucking computer.
Ping pong.
Fuck, man.
God damn it,
There's
Pat.
nobody.
Wow.
Listen to
How
me.
do you follow that up?
Anthony, all joke on the side, and I say this with my ego. Here's my ego. There's nobody like me because I went out of my way in my career to at least be different.
Yeah.
And that's what I am. This gentleman here is different. I mean, Whoopi is different. That's what makes it special. I tell all comics, don't worry, you're going to get the last, but try to be different than other comics. Don't be the same shit. You know, try to get an attitude with your comic. And, you know, they go, well, yeah, but I got to talk about pussy. So there's your answer.
Now, do you? You sound like you've forgiven yourself for any mistakes, but is there something that? Is there an attitude or a moment or something in this game where you wish you could take back and redo?
Yeah.
What's what is
booking this show today?
I lost 2 people in my life that I'm talking about professional now. Well, actually not half professional. I lost a man called Bernie Brillstein, who I love dearly.
Brillstein Gray.
Bernie Brillstein, who I thought didn't love me because I thought I had cancer in the throat, and he went to Italy, and I told him to go fuck himself, and I ate my tongue because he was a wonderful man to me. And I said, and then after we got together again, I really felt bad. The other one was when I was 14, and this Italian woman who was a widow taught me how to fuck, and I told my friends, and I gave her up, and that was she had to leave the fucking city.
Oh, shit.
And I never, that's the truth.
Gave her up.
I gave her up.
I gave her up.
Yeah, he told everybody, he opened his mouth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're 14.
You're 14, you don't know any better.
Well, I told my friends, she's making me go to bed with her. They go, you're a fucking liar. And they banged on her fucking door. And they go, Senora, can we get naked with you? And she had to leave. Because I opened my mouth.
You know what?
But here's what killed me.
That makes me horny a little bit thinking about it. Some big fat lady. She was fat, wasn't she?
Here's what killed me.
Oh.
She grabbed me. She said, what did I do to you, my boy? That you did this to me. And she had to move out of the neighborhood.
Oh, she gave you that good pussy, man.
No, it taught me, don't give anybody up.
Yeah.
Just back away and mind your fucking business. I could have had this woman. She was teaching me all kinds of things, but I had to tell the boys. He don't know. What does he know?
How old a gal was she at the
50.
time? No way.
No.
Yeah.
You were 14. She was 50.
Kind of hot.
And she had to leave?
Kind of hot.
Dude, that's the way. I'm jerking off as soon as I get home, man.
I'm going back in those days, the 40s. The 40s.
Yeah.
And she turned around when she said to me, what did I do to you, my boy? I wanted to cry.
So you bit my dick a little when you told me.
It haunts him like the fucking Exorcist grandma.
I know.
Demi.
Why you do, Demi?
I let you eat my pussy, Demi.
Oh, why?
Pat, can you please... this is an unbelievable story. I can't...
I know.
Can you please... a little bit of how this... unfolded?
How did it start?
Very simple. I'll tell you when. I turned around and she called me to go shopping with her, to help her go shopping. And I would carry the bag. She'd give me a quarter. And I would turn around and I looked forward to, she'd cook me a sandwich or something, and she would tell my mother that, do you mind? And my mother was so, I get a quarter. I was like, a fucking quarter, 14 years old, 13 years old, whatever. And then she said, did you have a girlfriend? And you have a nice lady? No, well, one day when you get it big, it's going to, and she started to tell me, and next thing I know, she's calling my cock Pisha. You have a nicer Pisha. And I'm looking at him saying, and I got a heart on, and I didn't understand it. I got scared. And she told me not to get scared. She says, God bless you with something that you're going to wait on the line for.
Oh.
And I said, I got to wait on the line for what? She's got my cock in her hand, and I'm embarrassed. And she says, Zulu, take it easy. All alone we are. And for about a month or so, I'm banging this broad, and I didn't even know. I thought I was putting it in a nest. I never saw hair. I thought it was a rug. I never saw a pussy with hair. It's the truth. I thought it was a rug. And she goes, don't worry. Then this red thing popped out, and I got scared. I thought it was a fucking rooster. What do I know?
All these years, I've never heard it called a nest. It's the greatest thing ever.
Wow. So
wow.
She, yeah. And I
but
got
it. In all reality, this is a molestation story.
Oh yeah.
But do you see how guys?
No, it works though. If it's a 50-year-old guy and a 14-year-old girl, then
this is a great
taught me something that you never would learn. Like today, today everybody knows about everything. But she taught me not to be afraid of something. She said that God blessed you with one of the great moments, so don't throw it aside. She was trying to teach me. I was a kid. I went fucking nuts. And I had to open my mouth to the boys, and the next day he banged on the door. Senora, can I
They wanted a little too, huh?
Punk-ass friends.
Yeah, what a bunch of motherfuckers. They motherfucked you. But you should have kept your mouth shut.
What?
But he didn't.
I'd have married her when she was 70.
But so when you laid it down on girls your age, they must have just fell in love then, because you just learned so much.
I never
fucking
forgot that encounter for that month that I was with that woman, and every once in a while when I want to say something out of the way, I back off because I remember what she says. What did I do to you that you do this to me?
Oh, boy.
Well, I wanted to stay. Then my mother says, how come I seen you on the left? I go, she goes, what's going on? And my friends go, you never fucked. They were full of shit. And she went about, and I said, what did it mean? Say,
but at that point, that wasn't the important part.
The only good thing about that, I separated myself from these guys because I knew this was not for me, man. You got to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
And that's the way. So I think it made me a better man, really. And,
good thing you learned it that way.
Yeah.
You could have learned it another way with
sure.
With
keep
the
your
boys.
mouth shut.
The real boys in the neighborhood.
Wow, that's some
great story, man.
And that was back in the 40s, I guess you said?
Yeah, that was about 14 to 14. It's
That's
in my
fucking
book.
hot.
Wow.
How's the book? Doing well?
It's over 15,000.
Damn. Book doing well, sir. Mustache
You're
guy.
asking him?
Well, because he's like he's keeping track of the numbers. I'm sure. Look at him.
I'm sure
he's a
he
numbers
is.
guy. You can tell.
He looks like a numbers
What?
guy.
I was calling your wife.
Yeah.
About 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I go anywhere.
Can we not look over that, please?
I go anywhere to sign. I go on the radio. I'm plugging this shit because I know I got a good product. I know it.
We
and I'm
hate
going
him
to stick with
all
this
our
thing till
might.
I fucking
Not
die. I want every
Yeah.
comic to read it. Not because I need to, and fuck the money, and he'll tell you, we didn't ask for money. I want it to be published. I want every comic who loves comedy, really loves comedy, and know what a dangerous craft it is. It's not a throwaway. You don't go out there and say, I'm a comedian. You know, it's a tough fucking business.
Yeah.
And I earned whatever fucking money I made in this business, and all my failures, and I try to explain to this gentleman here, I say, man, I made mistakes, man. I lost family with all this shit. Give me a fucking break. But the people don't understand. They go, well, he's a loudmouth. No, I stood up for my values. Mother or father didn't give a fuck.
When did you
Don't want to leave me alone, this fucking guy. Don't want to leave me alone.
when did you
He won't even look at Patrice, by the way. He hasn't looked at you the whole show. He's sort of looking at you now.
Mr. Cooper, sir, when did the change? Because everyone gets in this business with bright eyes and bushy tails. When did you just say, you motherfuckers? At what point did you get, like,
a lot of
when
them
did you
don't get
become
in.
the Pat Cooper?
A lot of them don't get in with, bright eyes. A lot of them think fucking comedy is a joke. It ain't. It's a serious fucking business.
Comedy ain't a joke.
And let me tell you something.
It's gotta be a joke.
You know, the singers that I idolize can sing the same songs over and over. You hear? A comic keeps doing it, it's out the fucking door. They don't have no more creativity. It's the same shit. The same shit and the same shit. Now, if they turn around, I can't point out anybody right now that I got to say is doing something other than motherfucker, cocksucker. I don't see those comics, even the women.
They're out there.
All right, I said it. There's a guy in Omaha, I think. It's Omaha, Nebraska. He's now a ventriloquist to his cock. That's how down we are. That's how down he goes. I know with a heart on, and he goes, how are you? How you doing down there? Everything all right there? And the cock moves like this here, like I'm moving my hand. This is the future comedy.
He's got a cock puppet.
Next, I'll be shitting on the fucking floor because there's no respect for a great craft. This is a fucking great craft. I just did the 92nd Street fucking theater, man. I wish you'd get a copy of that. Because it's something that you got to give back. You care about a fucking great comedy, to be a comic and get respect and get laughs at your fucking age, man. That's dynamite.
Now, can I ask another question?
Oh.
One more question. When did you become like Pat Cooper? Like, when did you
When
decide?
I went on the Tom Snyder show.
Is when you
Right after
who
Johnny
we know and love
Carson.
today.
Well, no, I was making good money then, but it was like, well, you know, he's an opening act, this and that, an opening act. This nice guy, yeah, put him on the show, do 12, 15 minutes. I was better than that, and I was more than that. And I finally said, it's about time I stood up to these fucking people, and I did. And I went on national television on Tom Snyder, I think it was 1980, and I told Tom Snyder some of the ball breakers and some of the insults that these fucking people think they can take my dignity. Fuck comedy, fuck money, fuck everything, your dignity. My father and mother couldn't take my fucking character or my dignity. So I stood up to these fucking people. And all of a sudden they go,
And
you
who are
ruined
these
your
people?
career.
Who are some of these people? Like, who? I know it's figurative, but who's the people that you said fuck
Stephen
that?
Eady, Tony Bennett,
Tony Bennett treated you bad.
Well, Tony Bennett was in my opinion, he was always halfway in a fucking coma. You couldn't talk to Tony Bennett. I worked with him at the Diplomat years ago. He comes out of the elevator. He goes, when are we going to work together? We're working now. Where the fuck, you kidding me? We're working now, Tony. And I'm saying, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Because he's
I
not
love that
really-
he's cursing out Tony Bennett. Like, these icons are his peers, and he's like, this Tony Bennett's a douchebag.
And what was Stephen
Lola
Eady's problem?
Falana turned around and did a deep 9 on me. I mean, it was Lola Falana. Give me a fucking break. I went backstage to tell her what a wonderful act she did. She says, tell him I'm sleeping. You're standing up in front of me. What do you mean you're fucking sleeping? Fuck you, too. How's that grab you?
Lola
See?
Falana.
Then she came on the week after and said I was jealous of her career. What career? Give me a fucking break.
That's
career.
True. Lola Falana was a bad bitch, but really,
let's talk
let's
about.
be honest.
Well,
let's talk about.
She had her time.
She had her time. She did have her time.
She had big acts doing a favor opening for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie Valli and the Seasons did it. I mean, a lot of stars did it because they were trying to make her a big name star.
Right. They were trying to put her over.
Right.
Well, I can't. What could Steve and Edie, Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet possibly do?
They sent this girl that works for them. And she goes, Steve and Edie said, I don't give a fuck what Steve and Edie said. They're not paying me. Fuck them. They're not paying me. When they pay me, I'll do what they say. If the hotel tells me, do this, I'll do it. When the fuck did they come around telling me how to be funny, what to take out, what not to take? Who the fuck are you?
And then she said, they just said, you want to go to dinner?
You're right.
You're right.
That's all. Fuck Steve and Edie.
What about Rickles?
I was going to ask. Here's the funny part.
Hold on.
Here's the funny part, the sad part. They are old now. It's fucking over. And you know something? They're lonely. They're fucking lonely with all their fucking money and all their misery and all their bullshit. I don't even know if they got a fucking friend anymore. And I'm going to tell you a fact. When they were sucking Frank Sinatra's ass, even he got pissed off. When the fuck are they going to leave me alone already?
Really?
They worked with Frank, so he was nice enough to have the two of them on. He needed these two, but they all want to work with Frank. Everybody wants to work with Frank. Everybody wants to go with Frank.
Yeah.
Like he was Mussolini. Who the fuck is he? He's a singer, great singer, but no, he was a human being. And when he asked me to take something out, I told him, do I tell you what songs to sing, Frank? Don't tell me how to be fucking funny.
Shit, he would
yeah,
try
and
to have
not,
you take
wait a minute. And
bits out.
Jilly Rizzo behind me. Frank looked at me like he couldn't believe somebody said that to him. All right? And one of the wise guys who was in the dressing room said to Frank, you're not going to do it to this guy. I don't want to be his comic. I want to be my fucking comic. My comic. I don't want to be like, I'm your comic. Fuck that shit. I went on my own, and when I wanted the fucking Tom Snyder show, he says to me, you know what you're saying? I said, would you like me to repeat it? I'll tell you how bad it was. We taped in the afternoon, and they had a guy called Walter Kane who was the head of the Sands. And I said, on the air, I said, well, Walter Kane moved me because Tony Bennett didn't want me. Tony Bennett wanted Fred Travelino, which I like Fred Travelino. I said, fine, but I got a contract. Yeah. I got a contract. You're pushing me aside. So I went to George. I went to his office. I said, Mr. whatever his fucking name. I even forgot his name. Walter Kane. I said, this is the contract I had of 2 weeks. He said, well, I'll give you another 2 weeks. I said, no, it's over. I don't want nothing from you no more. You can't do that to fucking me. No way you can do that to me. Push me aside. All right? Period. They called Walter Kane in the afternoon after I finished making that statement, and he said, the man is a man. He came in here, and he was 100% right, but I had a contract that Tony could pick what comic he wanted. Who the fuck is Tony? Who the fuck is Tony to say I can't fucking work? Fuck him, too. So they played it. And the man stood by me. Walter Kane, he's dead now, but God bless, he stood by. He said, Pat was a man, came in here. I said, all right, Tom, why don't you want to fucking know? So all of a sudden, you lost your career. It's fucking over. I said, no, I raised my price 1,000. But fucker, you come. The next day, everybody said, Papa, did you read about that? Because he did something nobody had the balls to do in national fucking radio and television. So there's your answer. So everybody goes, well, he's a big fucking mouth. Yeah, I'm a big mouth.
You ever been mainstream famous, Pat?
I'm sorry?
You ever been, I don't even know how to ask. What's the highest level of fame, would you say, nationally that you've had? What year, what moment? You ever had your moment?
I had a flow, which is a gift if any comic can get that. I tell them, don't worry about stardom. If you get a fucking flow, you'll be a millionaire. In other words, continually out there, and the people want to see and want to hear you. Get a flow. Don't worry about series, and don't worry about that. Nice and easy, because one day you're going to wake up, you're fucking old. And to do a series for 5-6 years, it drains you. They don't, I want to get a fucking series. All of a sudden, they're going to be 82 like me. And they can't. What about when they can't handle failure? Or what about when they can't handle, I'm not a name no more, I don't do it in business no more. It's fucking over. The fucking door is closed, you sick bastard. You're getting ready to fucking die. Get laid down. Put your hands across your balls and fucking die. You had enough of this shit. People paid money to see your asshole, so now it's over. You're a fucking bore. That's what you say. Not you. You're just
talking to us.
flaky.
I think he's talking to us. I think he's talking to us.
Holy shit.
Wow, Pat. How does he get this energy? I don't understand the energy.
He's always had the energy.
It's not energy.
It's energy.
Back off.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise, next time I'm not going to ask about your baby.
Okay. And you know I like that.
Opie, it's not energy in the sense of what you're saying. I've been this way since I'm a kid. I was sent to doctors that they thought there was something wrong because I was very outgoing. A teacher, may she be in heaven, a teacher said to my father, he lights up the building. He's wonderful.
You were an arsonist? Huh? Were you an arsonist?
Well, that's an ad-lib after 2 hours. What a fucking... How did you get this fucking program?
Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. Give us a break.
You know, the weekend's
You only have to do an hour.
The weekend's coming, Pat.
We did 20 this week.
Bring back Jim North. Hurry up. When's he coming back? Monday?
Monday.
Yeah.
He's doing the Hollywood
for him. He'll get depressed.
So you always had the over-the-top energy. I still want to call it energy.
Yeah,
Do you ever get tired?
This.
Do you wake up like this?
No. May I say something? The average night for me, 10 o'clock, I'm in bed. I get up about 6:37, take a shower. The minute that phone rings and I'm on,
4 times
is he
you got to pee
interrupting me
during the
again?
night.
Yeah,
is he interrupting?
Yeah,
I don't like black people anymore.
Let's not cancel the 7 Ps. Let's
man is trying.
You don't like black people anymore. You barely liked them to begin with.
The junk on the side of the bed that he just... I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, Mr. Cooper.
But 10 o'clock at night, that's nice.
You don't have to be sorry. I love you and I respect you. What's the matter with you? I met you, what's it, when we did the college show together. Down on 23rd Street in Lexington area. He don't remember. But black people don't remember shit.
You might be getting me confused with Flip Wilson.
No. And we did it.
Flip Wilson. Oh, shit.
Oh, what a show.
Oh, the devil made me do
How do
it.
You don't remember that we made a little bit of a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's another ad-lib. Yeah.
I didn't meet you there. I mean, we used to do. I used to be on Tough Crowd every time you was on.
With Colin Quinn.
Right, yeah. Oh, yes, with Colin Quinn.
And people go. I don't want to do a show with Pat Cooper. I go, just put me on. I love Pat. I don't. Just
Why
let Pat Cooper
do
go.
a show with Pat?
Cause this.
Just let him go.
Cause this. Everybody wants to get there joking. They don't understand. You sit there in the glory of Pat Cooper and just sit there.
Exactly.
Let me give you a scenario. All right. I'm over people's houses. Very nice. And this guy turns around. The guy's uncle. He goes, he said, you don't give nobody a fucking chance to talk. I says, you're right. I didn't talk. Nobody at the table said a fucking word. We sat there. The dog barked. That's what happened. I said, all right, big mouth, say something. You know what? Because you're fucking boring. That's your fucking problem. You got no fucking life. You're full of shit. So do what you got to do. Masturbate. That's your big thrill. And I never was invited to that house again.
I was going to say, you were a guest over this house.
Not a good thing to say, right?
I've never. Yeah, have you? You've been not accused, but people have said you've burnt some bridges in your day.
No, not bridges. How about buildings and everything? I tell you, it's the best fucking thing I did.
Policy.
I should have done it earlier.
Yeah.
I should have done it earlier. All of a sudden, the so-called stars were, I don't want to work. I'm afraid what he's going to say. Oh, you're afraid what I'm going to say. What a fucking joke. Because you're a bunch of pussy assholes.
And that's why they wouldn't want to work with you, and they'd have you taken off the building?
I worked on my own. I became a name on my own, and I did my own business. I didn't need them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
And I still will open for anybody, and I still know my place to be in an opening act. So they don't have to tell me, listen, do 22 minutes. Fuck you.
Where's Steve and Edie now?
They're in I think, some fucking where in Vegas. Nobody hears from him. In fact, Steve was one of the great singers. I'm not knocking their talent. All of a sudden, he's going to get $50,000 a fucking night. The fucking thing is over. He went to a fucking theater. They packed it without poor, didn't pay anybody to get in to see this guy. But they don't tell you the fucking truth. Let him in. Where is he now? He dyed his fucking hair red like I did. I look like a rooster. He looks worse. So they all want to be fucking young. Steve, if you're listening, you're fucking old. You had a great career. You did comedy. You did everything. Lay down. It's fucking old. Pass gas. That's your next thrill. What is your fucking problem? And then you married her. I didn't. So what are you blaming me for?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? He had a traipse with her all over the fucking country with your wife.
Yeah, he buried himself. This guy could have been a great actor. He could have been a great comedian, but he was tied down with a weight. He had a weight around his balls. No, an albatross. Don't insult the albatross. That's his private business, what he did. Who gives a fuck? It's fucking over. She was one of the great female vocalists of all that era. But now if she can hum now, it's a miracle. But they don't know it. See, when you go through life and look in the mirror, so you know something, you did it all. Where the fuck you going? And you thank God. You dip the bread in the fucking sauce. Not black people, they dig it in the pong cone.
Yeah, we got it.
Pat Cooper is old as shit. I never even heard this shit. You should write a book, slang, old slang with Pat Cooper.
This is some Jim Crow shit.
Yeah, that's the Cone Bone.
My next book, I'm going to give it a name. When you're born a dog, you can't die a cat.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, though.
It does, because it's about your life.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I got to buy Pat's book.
Because all the people that said I changed, they're full of shit.
Pat,
when you're 70 years old, you don't change. You're a prick. You're going to die a prick.
Been this
did you
guy.
did you do the iTunes reading of your book?
Sorry?
The reading of your book.
Yeah, it's coming out in Braille.
No, we want to
punch the holes himself.
No, we want the iTunes version where he's reading the book to us.
Where Pat Cooper's like,
your tab, my fucking tab, at the Stage Deli, this fucking guy ain't like...
Let me rewind that. I'm going to read this is from the book.
Do you got that? Do you got like where we can hear you actually read the book?
Done.
Oh, half done?
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing for me to do. I mean, this guy, Steve Garrett, is great at that. He walked me through because now you got to talk about the book and get your voice over with that. And the compliment is people who read my book said, Pat, it sounds like you, which is great. I'm trying to get that on the fucking...
Yeah, because when you read something that somebody like you would written, you hear it in your voice.
Stop reading while I'm on, you sick bastard.
It's your book, though, Pat. That's a good plug. He's reading your book.
Yeah, now he wants to read it.
Okay, now here's some people on the back that's saying you're okay. Ready? And what do you think of Jerry Seinfeld? He's a comedian's comedian. I think Jerry Seinfeld. What do you think of Jerry?
I love Jerry. It's a man who's had one of the great comedy shows of all time. Mm-hmm. I love Jerry. Can I tell you something? I still look at the reruns of that show.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
Oh, fucking dynamite!
I'm one of his biggest fans, Jerry Lewis.
Well, Jerry. Waiting on line. You weren't even born then. No, I was waiting on line to see to see Jerry and Dean Martin. I sat through 6, 7 shows at the Paramount. A few years later, Jerry's at my house having dinner. And you say to yourself, can you fucking believe I used to wait to see this guy? And he's at my house now. He loved me, hugged me. He said something to my wife, God love her. He says, put a tape recorder around this man's neck because all day long he'll have you pee in your pants. He's naturally a funny. This is coming from another comic. And when other comics say, Pat, you're just, that's what you want.
He's a comics comic, but why didn't none of these fucking guys cuff you and put you in that spotlight, Pat? Like, put you in their movies and put...
I made movies. Don't say
no, I know you made movies, Pat. I know you made some movies,
He's on
Pat.
your side, Pat.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you're the guy of those guys. Right. They love you, but they...
That's a good question.
They didn't cuff you and go, put Pat in these fucking movies.
I will answer you.
All right.
I'm overbearing. They don't want me in the fucking area. You understand me? They decided, I don't know what this guy's going to say. He's too fucking much. They want people to be under low-key, played a part. Like I did the De Niro movies. I did 2 of them. And I told my wife, God love her, I said, after this movie, I will never be called again. And she says, why? I said, because in between, reading my lines and everything, I had the fucking cast pee in their pants. I was telling them because it was boring sitting in your fucking dressing room. I had De Niro pee in his pants. And let me tell you something about Robert De Niro, okay? I go to the Friars about 5 months ago. He's now a Friar. So I go in, hey, Pat, how are you? And one of the leaders comes over, Pat, Robert De Niro is here with Joy Behar at the table. I said, and Jeffrey Ross. I said, fine. He said, whatever you do, don't make any, and don't. I said, who the fuck you think you're talking to? He says, please. So, all right. Now, we're doing Mickey Freeman's memorial. Oh, no, we're doing his roast. All right? And everybody said, please don't take pictures of Bobby, right? Bobby De Niro. And he's sitting in the corner, and I waved him, hiya, Bob. I didn't even go over them. They're fucking bullshit cocksuckers here. All right, now I'm closing the roast. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Cooper. I said, before I open my fucking mouth, get your cameras out and take a fucking picture of that guy there. Right fucking now. Stand up, Bobby. Who the fuck you think you are? You can't get photographed. Lincoln got photographed. George Washington got photographed. Who the fuck are you?
George Washington.
He went fucking blind with the fucking lighting, and he waved at me. Now I finish. I walk past him. He goes, how do you do that? It's called talent. And I never knew I'd make another picture because I didn't take over the fucking movie. I was me.
Yeah.
I got guys in that fucking movie who wanted to say one word so they could join the union. I said, say anything you want. He goes, well, I'm at the bar. Say to Bobby De Niro, better call him Bobby. Say, Vito, you want to drink? He says, well, it's not a Say the fucking thing you want to drink. So he comes over, he goes, Mr. Vito, you want to drink? And Bobby froze to say, he doesn't have a line. I said, what the fuck's the difference? You want to drink? Tell him, yeah. And it was funny. But I heard the rumbling. Of
course.
That was the fucking end of me on the two shows. But that's okay. They're stupid.
Yeah, they don't want people, directing the movie.
No, I didn't direct the movie. I am me. And if I can't be me, what about scumbags are out there now getting $1.5 million a fucking week? I never did that. I'm a fucking mensch. I'm a fucking friend. I'm a good guy. Fuck them. How's that tell you? And fuck them again. People think who the fuck they are because I cannot do what I do. I got family. Tell them to go fuck themselves. I mean, what's the difference? Because they're full of shit and they're not nice. That's what you do. That's what makes a fucking man. You call it the way it is. I mean, give me a fucking break.
Are you ever soft-spoken?
Yes, I am when I'm fucking sleeping. And if you wake me up in the middle, I'll complete the sentence.
Who else is on the back of the book, Patrice?
Why the fuck do you think you got me on? Because I'm completely different than any one of your fucking guests.
Exactly.
And you know what? It's good for your show. It's good for me. We're helping each other. This is the last time.
And you're a legend.
And
you're a legend. You talk about, obviously Jerry Lewis over your house. Things like that are nice. But I remember as a kid watching you on Ed Sullivan. I watched you on Sullivan.
You were never a kid.
Back in the, the 30s.
You were an 8-pound afterbite.
Who else is on the back of that book?
Two more.
Two more, Pat.
Jason Alexander and
way the fuck out.
Billy Crystal.
Who's the one?
Great,
Billy Crystal.
Great.
I've never met a funnier man. Sure, I have. It's me. Well, everybody's funny on the.
Yeah.
Well, he's wonderful. Very.
Now,
very
was
strong.
Mr. Saturday Night After You? Was that a movie that was made?
No, I never
was
did
that about
Mr.
you?
Saturday Night.
No, was that character about you?
No, that was about like the George Burns, the kind of guys who used to work these condos years ago. We used to work bungalow condos. He did such a great movie. I thought he should have won an Academy Award. He really played that character.
I love Mr. Saturday Night.
Yeah,
man.
it was wonderful.
Yeah, like a while ago.
He's a giant.
Never seen Mr.
Long time ago.
I'll check it out.
You never seen that movie?
No.
Great fucking film.
He's a
check it out this
giant.
weekend.
He's a giant. He's a wonderful, talented man. I'm telling you. So these kind of guys, I mean, they're wonderful. But it's fucking over. Where you going?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did Broadway with 700 Sundays. I tried it with 200 Peculiar Tuesdays, and they wouldn't give it to me. But that's good. He went on Broadway. It was wonderful. He's good. I don't know what more you can do after that. He's done great movies. He was great on the fucking Academy Awards. I wish they bring back. What's his name? The guy from Long Island. The guy that's with, what's the name? The brothers.
Oh, Baldwin?
The brothers.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, I wish he comes back again. Give me a chance to take a nap. He hosted the fucking, no balls on Alec Baldwin. He's a great talent. What the fuck? He don't belong hosting cock. He don't belong hosting cock.
I needed some rest. Thank God for Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Who saw that
He's
coming?
making $900 million fucking dollars, and he's better. He's fucking better. All right.
Any shows? You got any shows coming up, Pat?
Yes.
Yeah, this thing.
I got a couple of things.
The Queen's Theater, right?
Yeah.
March 19th at 8 p.m., Sunday, March 20th at 3 p.m. at the Queen's Theater.
I'm going to work the
queenstheater.org.
Count Basie Theater, I think, the 14th. Yeah.
Nice. Of March?
And that's another guy I met. And I met Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald. I worked with all of them. And, you know, and I'm saying, I mean, there are decent people in this fucking world. I mean, Ella Fitzgerald comes over to me. She says, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. She said, it's on my show. I work with Ginger Rogers, the one who danced with Fred Astaire for years, who won an Academy Award. In walks Cary Grant that fucking night. Cary Grant. And she says, Gary, did you like Pat? I love them. She goes. So I said, do me a favor. Stop the fucking impression. Be who you are. He laughed. He laughed. And she says,
that's a funny line, though. Cary Grant doing the impression.
But that's what I do. What the fuck you want? He's still in the fuck. It's like an elephant in here.
Sorry. Pound for pound, Pat, the nicest celebrity you've ever met. Just like
Sergio Franchi.
Who's that?
Really?
There you go. Go back where you came from.
Sergio
Franchi.
I've been saying that for years.
That's what I'm saying.
Sergio Franchi.
Didn't he say one of those Spanish slave ships, Sergio Franchi?
You know what it is? They only have one color book. That's all they have. That's all they see is one color book. When the weather. Sergio Frank, one of the finest entertainers I ever worked with. He was a headliner. He sang, he danced, he did everything. It was like became a brother to me. I loved him so much.
Can you say somebody we heard of, Pat? You bring up some goddamn Sergio fucking Frankie. What is he designing?
There he is, right there. Look at him. He's on the internet.
Jesus.
All right. Let me tell you how.
This guy, that's the guy from Anthony and Maria's wedding.
No, fucking, your ass's wedding. Your ass's. Now, let me tell you a quick story. You ready? I said to Sergio Franchi, let's go on the A train and work. What's the big club up in Harlem? The
Cotton Club.
The Apollo.
The Apollo.
He says, what are you talking about the past? How can we work it out? We are what people? I said, you go to sing an A train on the fucking A train. We'll advertise that 2 white people are going to work the fucking Apollo. Because I don't know if they're going to understand them. I go, well, what do you think? These people are stupid? They love your fucking people. And his manager stopped it.
Really?
I on the A train, Sergio. Hello, let's take the A train. Hello, you know, and they stopped because his fucking manager had no balls. This would have put him in another elevator, baby. And he said, well, I don't understand. She don't want me to. Fuck her. What does she understand about fucking entertainer? You entertain everybody. Deaf people, people who can't fucking hear, people who can't breathe. You entertain everybody. Don't go in a fucking category because you're making me fucking crazy. He says, well, they hear me when the train goes. Who gives a shit? It's publicity. Nobody has to fucking hear you. That was the end of me with him.
And that was it, huh?
That was it.
That's why he's the nicest guy you ever met. This guy looks like the father from the Brady Bunch.
Anybody can drop a big name, right, Opie? Anybody can drop a name.
It was like Bert Convy.
He was one of the fucking nicest man.
It was like Bert Convy.
Anybody can drop
I'm saying somebody would know where you go. Like, I met The Rock. He's a nice guy. Like, you go, oh, shit, that's a nice guy. I'm just saying, a big star where you go, that was a really, truly nice fucking guy, that guy.
I think a lot of them, you know, these people here who came from humble beings, 90% of them are wonderful people. Then you get the assholes who really can't handle success and shouldn't be successful, and they torture everybody around them. These are fucking assholes. You know, they got lucky, and now when they got old, they fucking Botox. Botox ain't gonna help them because they no fucking heart. You gotta have a fucking heart, but they want something better. Now the older women have a new thing. We're cougars. They want to reinvent their pussy. It's still a fucking pussy. It'll die a pussy. It comes out of there peeing, and that's what it does. That's all it's gonna do. Peeing and fucking and peeing and fucking and peeing. That's what your pussy is, so cut the shit.
You don't like the cougar thing?
I don't think. I think it's a bullshit. They're trying to reinvent their pussy. That's all it's fucking about. I mean, what? The Kardashians, what are they, actresses? Give me a fucking break. She makes a fucking porno, so she's a star. That's a fucking bullshit. That's bullshit.
Used a pussy to get into showbiz.
I wouldn't touch her with your cock. She's not in my fucking league. You understand? When I get him in bed, it's a fucking epic. Remember that.
Are you packing wood, Pat?
I'm sorry?
You packing major wood?
That 50-year-old Italian lady said he was doing all right.
No. I have a weenie. And I tell you right now, when I never fucked with the lights on. Never. Never. This finger here saved me many times.
It's not going to get funnier than that, man.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. All right? Oh, you're packing. Everybody want to know you're packing. What am I, what, I work for a grocery store? Huh? The lights are out. I was married 44 years. She goes, geez, you're wonderful. I never let her word know. It's none of her business. As long as I can pee, that's important. Peeing is important. Years ago when you fucked, after you finished fucking, you went, Now, today, if you pee, it's 82. You go, I get up just to pee. It's better than fucking. I don't have to worry about putting a snap around, you know. I went to the fucking Dwayne Reed. I want some rubbers. You know, for my feet. He gives me 2 fucking condoms. I says, I can't put that on.
Rubbers.
I can't find it. Where am I going to put it on?
They're called rubbers. I don't know. I love that, rubbers.
Might want to update that one.
That's great. My galoshes.
Yeah, right.
That's what they called them, galoshes.
And you don't have high blood pressure.
No, I never did.
How the fuck is that possible?
I go for a check about, I'd say about every 6 months, 5 months. I go because my doctor is a sweetheart of a guy. Goes, well, I'm going to see you. You know, and I go down and make them laugh. We talk and everything. And you go and listen, every day is a gift. I mean, people say, you're working. I don't have to work no more.
Because his thing ain't not stress. Like, it's not what he's doing ain't stress. Mm-hmm. He's stress-free.
He's one of the most stress-free guys ever.
He's stress-free.
Right. Pat don't have stress. Because he's not hiding anything. He's not packing anything down.
I was raised
Everything comes out of this guy.
Right.
I was raised this way. You know, my mother go, pass the macaroni. I go, what the fuck is it? You know, that's the way we were. My family yelled at each other.
Like growing up in a madhouse.
My father never yelled.
No.
My father never yelled. My father beat you by quiet.
Yeah.
You understand? And when she yelled at him, he got the license out of the drawer. He says, where does it say in the license that I got to take your shit?
Left it in the drawer.
That's funny.
That's why we laughed. So.
That's great.
That's fucking funny, and that's in the
Pat
book.
Cooper's the fucking greatest.
Buy the fucking book, it'll educate you.
Buy the fucking
What's
book.
the name of the book?
I'm reading it to the How Dare You Say, How Dare Me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Is that it? We're here.
I think we're done, Pat.
Are we finished?
Yeah, we're all finished.
We're finished, all right.
What gig you want to promote?
He just takes his
Are
headphones
you
off
kidding
like...
me or what?
No, yeah, we're done. But what gig you want to promote?
I don't want to plug no more. I had enough of this shit.
Yeah, we barely got your shit out there.
Enough. That's enough.
You sure?
Just the book. Buy the book. You're going to love it. It's one of the best books out there.
Is the big one?
Yeah.
All right, you guys tell me Queens Theater.
Thank you.
March
Pat,
19th and March 20th. Queens Theater with the great Pat Cooper. Get your tickets through.
That's Sunday. I'm doing a matinee at that theater.
3 o'clock. Okay.
All right.
QueensTheater.org and the box office is the number.
good.
But you'll find Pat
And
Cooper.
they're giving out free prostate checks at the...
Yeah.
Jesus, Pat Cooper.
Don't let the door hit your Jew's ass on the way out.
Just amazing. Fucking amazing. Let's get out of here. Pat, you got anything? Patrice, sorry. Jesus.
I'm doing Caroline's March 10th through the 13th.
Thank you.
My big return.
I will.
Say that again?
March
Come back
10th
Monday.
through the 13th is
Caroline's?
Caroline's.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Take a picture.
Fucking picture. We'll take a fucking picture.
What is that going to be used in some litigation later on in life?
Yes, we're calling you Jew. Half Italian.
Come on, take the picture.
No, we're going to take a picture of all this. I
Get
want
up here.
to take it with all of us.
All right. Why don't we start?
Start here and go clockwise.
Anthony, get in the picture.
Get in the picture. We're going off right now.
Get in the picture.
This is you for the day.
Hey, we're done.
Good thing I was here. Bailed you out.
Yeah, you certainly did.
I bailed you out today.
Thank you, Pat.
Are you kidding?
Come on, Roland.
Roland. Yeah.
Picture with the legend. All right, guys, have a great weekend. It was a lot of fun this weekend. We'll see you Monday.